Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is officially a flop for Disney Marvel. We're taking a look here today at the numbers. The box office chart for March 3rd, 2023, which was just this past weekend. Creed 3 debuted this weekend, and it is at the top of the chart, grossing a whopping $58 million, which is a record for the Creed franchise. Just below that is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which made $12 million. And Cocaine Bear is just below Ant-Man and the Wasp, about $1 million less at $11 million. So in its third week of release, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has only made $186 million domestically, which was what they predicted it was going to make on opening weekend. However, it did not. It took 3 weeks for it to make that number. Let's take a look at its international haul. Woo! $419 million internationally, or worldwide, I'm sorry. $232 million internationally. Now, the rumor was that this movie had a $200 million budget. That does not include reshoots. They reshot the hell out of this movie. They basically reshot the entire movie. So industry insiders are saying that that cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $100 million, and that is not included in the actual budget. So you could actually think that the budget for this movie is somewhere around $300 million. Okay? So it's break-even point after marketing and what they have to pay to the theaters and what they have to pay to the actors and everything else that they have to pay as far as their overhead. You're thinking that this movie needs to make somewhere between $500 and $600 million just to break even, but that doesn't include its reshoots. So maybe $700 million. And this is its third week in the box office. This is its third week in theaters, and it's only made $12 million. It only made $12 million in its third week. So it's going to flop. There's no way that this movie is going to make back what it needs to make. And it doesn't seem like the people that made this movie are too concerned about that. It's pretty odd. This is an article from Entertainment Weekly about Jonathan Majors. This is an interview that was done with him about the negative Ant-Man reviews. And it says he isn't too concerned about the negative Ant-Man reviews. I try to clean my plate and take care of my part. The actor makes his big screen Marvel debut in the menacing Kang the Conqueror. While the superhero flick was largely panned, critics have been more forgiving with Major's standout performance. Well, I heard, not just from the critics, but from fans that have seen the movie, that his performance was corny and overacted. Now, to him, he says it's all data and the negative reviews don't change how I see myself, period. Okay, so you're a narcissist. I'm a performance within a story, he said. One thing I will say to my team as we're leaving a premiere, if they're reading reviews, I'll say, how's the movie doing? I try to clean my plate and take care of my part. The response from them is, you're straight, you're good, they like you. So he's got handlers that say, oh, you're perfect. Oh, woo. You know, you ever seen The Fifth Element? You remember Ruby Rod and his two little cronies that he had? No matter what he did, everything was great to them. Well, that's what Jonathan Majors is basically saying here. Sometimes the movie is also on that level. Sometimes it's not. It's just people. They have an opinion. You always have an opinion. I'm no fool. I know these people are writing it. These aren't my Yale professors or my drama teachers. I went to Yale. Don't talk to me. I know what I'm talking about because I went to Yale. So, yeah, he's not too concerned. He doesn't give a crap. And you know why he doesn't give a crap? Because he's also the co-star of Creed 3, which has done well this weekend. $58 million. He's also the co-star of that movie. So what the hell does he care if Ant-Man and the Wasp doesn't do well? Well, you ought to care because supposedly you are the big bad villain coming up in the new iteration of the Marvel Universe. And if people don't like you, if people don't like the movies that you're in, then no one's going to care and no one's going to come see the future movies and no one's going to make any money. And you are going to get screwed out of that contract, apparently, that you signed to be Kang the Conqueror, because nobody gives a shit. So that's from Jonathan Majors. So he doesn't give a crap about the bad reviews. He did what he had to do, and he thinks he's just fine. He's a narcissist. Also, we're talking about the writer of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and refuses to listen to fans criticizing MODOK. MODOK was the silliest freaking thing that they could have put into this. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, MODOK is the bad guy from the first Ant-Man, who got hit and sucked into the quantum realm, and his body got all squished up, and Kang rescued him and turned him into MODOK, which is not the origin of MODOK from the comic books at all. And he's silly looking. The CGI on him is horrible. Everyone just looks at him and laughs. But the writer refuses to listen to fans regarding their criticism. While fans knew the floating head was going to feature in the newly released film, it seems that many were still not prepared for him. The character was retconned into being Corey Stoll's Darren Cross, having survived his catastrophic defeat in 2015's Ant-Man. As it turns out, he survived his journey into the quantum realm and was saved, butt and all, by Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror. It's because there's a shot of his ass, basically. So even the writers of this movie aren't taking criticism well. They're standing up. I mean, maybe it's admirable. They're standing up to their product. They're happy about the product that they made. Unfortunately, nobody else is. Unfortunately, the product that they made isn't making any money. And that's the whole point of these movies, is to make money, is to make the fans happy. Okay? It's time to give up your ideology. It's time to give up your agenda and just give the fans what they want. We want good superhero movies. Go back in the past. Watch Iron Man, okay? Watch Captain America, Civil War. Watch Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Great movie. Watch the first Avengers. That movie was freaking incredible. I left the theater so pumped up I wanted to punch somebody. like coming out of an old Rocky movie. You're all pumped up and you're ready to fight, even though you're going to get your ass kicked. It doesn't matter, because that's the movies that we want, okay? That's what we want to see. We don't want to see this the silliness. We don't want to see the CGI goop that we get anymore. It's all CGI. It's all green screen. It's all pandering to the blue-haired fascist freaking they-them community. It's just give that up and show us the movies that we want to see. And obviously, I didn't go see Ant-Man, so my money is not tied up in this movie. It's not. I'm waiting for it to come out on streaming, and I may watch it. I may or may not watch it, okay? I didn't watch The Eternals. I didn't give a crap about that. I still haven't watched Black Widow. I love the character of Black Widow, but I'm not going to watch it because I heard the movie was crap. So, it's not even worth the 2 hours of my time, okay? So that's it. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a failure. Once again, Disney Marvel has failed to make a movie that anybody likes. It's over. Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will have a good run. I'm pretty sure it will. It's the final outing for the Guardians cast, and everybody likes the Guardians. But then after that, we have the Marvels. That is going to completely flop. I doubt it'll even have Ant-Man numbers. It probably won't even have Eternal numbers. The Eternals. It won't even have that. So Marvel, Disney Marvel, it's Disney Marvel now. It's not just Marvel. You're screwed. Good job. Good work ruining everybody's mythos. And there you go. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. And I will talk to you next time.